plaintiff, Tyler Manbeck, has a child with the defendant, and they were in a polyamorous relationship with her current boyfriend, who's with her in court today. Tyler claims the defendant and her boyfriend threw him out of their relationship, and he's suing his ex today for personal property. Defendant Emily Church and her boyfriend Gavin Smith say the reason they wanted Tyler out of their relationship is because he had other sexual partners behind their back. Emily claims they're only here because Tyler cannot accept that she doesn't want him back, and she's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
So this is my baby mama over here that she with her current partner. We were in a polyamorous throuple relationship. It's where we were all
bootleg polygamy?
Poly, like it's where we all were having sex.
I know what that means, but that's short of polygamy.
Lied.
Polyamory means you just do it and you're not marrying each other. So that's why I call it bootleg polygamy. Go ahead, what else?
We also have children together. I've been taking care of the children. I was thrown out of the relationship, so I've not been living there.
Now, start with you all. When did you start dating and how did it go? And you had children together?
We started dating since 2019. We moved in together. We were having a relationship. We had a child in January of 2021. We were living together, and January 1st, she asked if she could bring her friend over that she was talking since October. In October of the 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And so she brings her friend over, and then they end up talking, and he asked if he could stay, and I said, sure, like you can stay the night, because I ain't gonna let somebody go drunk driving or drinking and driving. So he stayed the night, then he stayed longer, and she said, let's do a throuple relationship. That's where
What type of relationship?
She called it a throuple relationship where she could have me as her number one, and then she can have him too at the same time. And then that changed all like in February.
How?
I got thrown out of the relationship.
Why?
Because she didn't want me anymore. She changed it to where he was number one and I was nothing to her.
Why couldn't you at least be number two?
I don't know. You ask her.
Ma'am?
Well, I mean, they were equal to me. It was polyamorous,
Nobody's better than the other.
Exactly. But I mean, when one of them is going out and, not letting us know about other sexual partners, that's dangerous and disrespectful. So
if that's true, you sound about right, sir. She said you were stepping outside of the polyamorous relationship behind their backs. What do you say to that? Were you out there?
I have friends too that are like bisexual, gay and stuff. I wasn't out just hanging with people. There was an incident where she's talking about where I was out talking to somebody. Like I could talk to people all the time.
Right.
And so I was doing what I was told. Like
she gives the impression that you were out dating.
Yeah, no.
Sexing.
No, I haven't been doing that.
Was he?
He was.
How do you know?
He had Grindr, the app. It's a gay dating app, open on his phone, and he had met with several different men.
How do you know he met with them?
Well, they described what had happened in their encounters afterwards.
How do you know they weren't lying?
I mean, they described his body, like his body parts, things that he did, or like scars that he had that only people would have known about if he was nude.
Did she approach you and talk about how people on Grindr said that you were part of that situation?
Like if I sent people pictures and stuff, you never know. It could have been people I talked to before whenever we were had our relationship open. She said I could talk to people.
Before.
No, it was during. And it was during our entire 2-year relationship before him as well. So.
Well, I can't help you, man. Get you another lawyer. I thought I was trying to argue your case, but she got too much evidence.
She called it a throuple relationship where she could have me as her number one, and then she can have him too at the same time. And then that changed all like in February.
How?
I got thrown out of the relationship.
Why?
Because she didn't want me anymore. She changed it to where he was number one and I was nothing to her.
Why couldn't you at least be number two?
I don't know. You ask her.
Defendant Emily Church and her boyfriend Gavin Smith were in a polyamorous relationship with the plaintiff, but Emily claims the plaintiff was arrested after he assaulted her.
Give me some background.
Well, after we met, it did go really fast. We moved in together. He basically adopted my older 2 children, and then we had a child, but those entire 2 years that we were together, it was just manipulation, lying, gaslighting. I found out about Grindr very early when I was pregnant, actually. He would invite men, give our address out, and invite men over to have sex with him in the shed behind our house where me and my children were sleeping.
Did you do that, sir?
There was only one time it happened.
Take him in the backyard?
There was only one time that happened, but
One time?
One time, but then it never happened again. But she also would say, she would go back and forth, say our relationship's open, then it's not, then it is, then it does not. It's been whippy lash all the time.
All right. You ever called her cheating?
In October when she started talking to Gavin.
She hadn't shared that with you up front?
Yeah, she didn't tell me. She just said, I'm just talking to G, my friend.
Is that correct, ma'am? You tried to
That is
deceive?
correct, because at the time we were only friends. I was not having sexual relations with Gavin, and we had not had any kind of romantic conversations. So, yes, that is correct.
Your Honor, can I add
Yes,
something
sir.
to that? Also, when we started talking in October, she was talking to me about Tyler, where he would disappear for hours and just not text her, turn his phone off, turn his location off, and letting her know it's okay while she's stuck at home wondering where he has been.
Okay, so she would talk to you about that, you say?
Yes.
You gave her a shoulder to cry on?
Yes.
All right, that usually works.
Yeah.
Got a problem with your man? Come on, baby. Tell me about it.
Let's hug it out.
Yeah. You'll be all right.
There you go. That feels good.
Everything's fine. You'll be fine, baby. You'll be fine. Can I
Turn
get
these
the
lights
stress
down.
out for you? Can I give you a massage? Get the stress out? Because I know you're hurt enough right now. And you don't need somebody like me coming up trying to, interfere with your thing or give you advice and counsel and comfort. You don't need that. Well, yes, I do. Oh, okay. Hey, what are you doing that? Well, you said you need a look. Huh? Yeah. That didn't feel good? That didn't make you feel better? Yeah, a little bit. Did it take your mind off of your other situation? Yeah. Okay. That's how that goes. That's how that went. That's how that went. Isn't it?
No.
Yes, it
Actually,
is.
no, I didn't meet with her until she invited me over on New Year's, and Tyler said that it was okay
Oh.
when she gave me the okay to go. All we did was talk, we send voice clips back and forth, mostly about, Tyler, where he would disappear to.
Everything but the massage. I'm just using your words.
Yes, sir.
So it just came without the massage. All right, well, he's good. He didn't have to get a massage to get her. He can just listen and talk. All right, nonetheless. Give me some more background. Y'all not giving me enough to work with here.
Honestly, the only reason we're really standing here today is because he cannot get over the fact that I don't want him. He has no right to claim
Why
that.
won't you get back with him?
I mean, I spent 2 years being cheated on, I
Promise
don't
to
deserve
stop.
that.
Yeah.
Give him a second chance.
He's had 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th chances.
One more, just one more.
Absolutely not.
And he'll knock down the shed.
I tried, sir. So, you all lived together for 2 years. You split the expenses, I assume. What happened then? Give me some more narrative.
After the throuple had ended,
The relationship had ended, or
yes,
the throuple?
he had agreed to be civil and co-parent, live in the home.
Live in the home.
Yeah, he still lived in the home, but then things got tense, as we kind of predicted they would, and there was a domestic violence dispute.
Between whom?
He and I. He was arrested, and there was a emergency protection order put out, so he was made to leave. After that happened, I went into court and I dropped the order, and we agreed to co-parent. And things were fine at first, but then it just continued. Like, if you can look on page 2, he would just continuously barrage and text messages. He pretended to be a lawyer and texted me on and over and over. So eventually I sought out a domestic violence counselor, and I got another protection order for harassment. When this happened, he had the kids because he went to go visit family, and before the protection order was implemented completely, he was like, well, the kids are here and my mom is a teacher. My oldest is in kindergarten and he was failing kindergarten in the school we had him in. So he offered to enroll him into school where he was staying at his mom's. And I thought that was a good idea because, I mean, he needed to complete kindergarten. He would have the extra tutoring. So that's why he has the children. It was just a continuous, like, barrage of, will you please take me back? Gavin did this. Gavin did that. Reaching out to Gavin's.
He's begging. I mean, I love you and I want our family back together. I don't want a split family home. I don't want it all. It hurts so bad that I want our family back together. I even told you that last night when we talked. It hurts me, she says. If I get back with you, I will wake up every single day missing him.
Gavin.
I will not want to touch you. He's my soulmate, my other half, and even if I get back with you, it will never be what you want it to be. It will never be real. Ooh, you're really rough on him. He must have been doing you really bad. But he was begging when you talked so rough to him.
I got sick of it. I've heard enough of it. I mean, I'm my own human being and I have every right to say no.
Why won't you get back with him?
I spent 2 years being cheated on, you know? I don't deserve
Stop.
that.
Yeah.
Give him a second chance.
He's had 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th chances.
One more, just one more.
Absolutely not.
And he'll knock down the shed.
I tried, sir.
Defendant Emily Church and her boyfriend Gavin Smith were in a polyamorous relationship with the plaintiff. But Emily claims the plaintiff was arrested after he assaulted her.
Take up from where she left off.
Yeah, I begged for her back because I want her family back.
Right.
But then she told me to move on, and I tried to move on. As you can see, I do have evidence that's where I tried to move on.
What
on
page?
Page 11 through 29. And that's what happens when I try to move on. Because where she's like, gets jealous over the fact that I try to move on from her, and she doesn't really want me to move on. She's trying to like have her cake and eat it too.
Anyhow, prove to me about this property you're suing.
So I have a receipt on page 6. I texted her on the 1st of April, which I didn't get that screenshot, but I texted her on the 1st of April saying, hey, I'm getting a moving truck to come get my things. And then she said, no, you're not. And I said, yeah, I am, because I'm going to get my things. And then, on the 4/5/2022, she filed another protection order using the same thing that happened in January of 22 about the domestic on that case. And you could see it's on page 4 and 5.
You weren't allowed or told to do it through a third party or through it with a police escort?
No.
You didn't inquire? Did you go to the hearing?
Yes, I went to
Did you ask how you can get your things then?
I didn't even get to talk to the judge. The hearing ended really quickly after she was talking to the judge. It just got dismissed.
Oh, it was dismissed?
Yeah, I got dismissed just
Immediately.
recently.
So did you go and get your things then or thereafter, sometime thereafter?
I did go with police there to get some of my
There
things.
you go.
but,
How long after the hearing?
the same day.
All right, you leave the hearing, you just dismiss, so I can go and get my things. You get the police to go with you to avoid trouble. That's
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
And then what happens when you get
She basically, there's items that I paid for she won't let me have, and that's
What is she saying?
She said, no, we bought these together, but Your Honor, she's still married too. So, like, she's not married to me. She's married to her husband that has the 2 other kids.
No, I'm separated from an abusive marriage that I've been out of for about almost 4 years now.
Okay. But the question of this is ownership of the property based on who purchased. She says you all pay 50-50.
No,
what items are you referring to? Directly
So
to
they're
the
on
page of
Page
personal
6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Bunk beds, television, king size bed with frames. That's the biggest item of $2,500. The next one is the television for $500, or another one, the iPhone 12, $799. Ma'am, what do you say to these things?
As for the merchandise, like, we owned it together. Obviously, the bed we slept in, we put those funds together, 2 items that we shared together in a home that we shared together for 2.5 years. I told him time and time again that he could take me to civil court for those items, or he could come and pick up what was actually
So
his.
were there any items on this list that you purchased before you all started dating? What did you bring before?
Pretty
you
much,
got
she
together?
came to my house with only her clothes and her makeup. That's it. She
Okay.
came to my house and moved in.
And what did you have? Oh, she moved in with you.
Yeah, everything that's in the house was mine. Because I was the only one working and
But you
supporting
didn't have, what did you need bunk beds for?
Because her 2 children that she had from her previous relationship.
Right. Did you get them before she moved in?
We bought them. We went to the
You
store.
bought them together.
Yeah.
You just told me everything you already had there. The king size bed, when did you get that?
The king size bed I got in Kentucky.
Before she moved in?
No, after. Everything's after then. So if you
And that's what I asked you, sir. Are any things
But like
on this list
dresser and tall dresser, yes. The pots and pans,
you
yes.
had that before
Yes.
she moved in?
Anything that's essential, like TV stand, TV, pots and pans, microwave.
Hey, what about
coffee
this
maker.
iPhone 12?
Yes. iPhone 12, yeah, we bought it like because it was just came out.
Your counterclaim for harassment is for $5,000 household, ma'am.
I have been through a lot. It's not just, him reaching out and calling me as a nuisance. It's him reaching out to my estranged family. It's him reaching out to my friends. I have people message me begging me to tell him to stop contacting them because it just goes on and on. He contacted Gavin's ex-wife. He contacted Gavin's family. Like,
What did he do to you?
to me,
Yes.
calling me daily, begging.
How many times a day?
Gosh, if he called me about the kids, I would talk. If it was anything other than that, I would tell him, Tyler, I don't want to speak to you.
Yeah, but you got to prove to me it rose to the level of harassment, for example, because he called 10 times a day saying, baby, please,
Yes.
and you kept telling him to stop, and he did it for 3 days straight. Then you're up to harassment. But just calling twice a day, how are the kids? Hey, baby, I love you, by the way. Can't get him on that. You got
These-
kids together. You got a right to call.
Absolutely, but these screenshots where it's like multiple times, like 2:32, 2:28,
AM?
what AM.
page?
Going on, this is page 2, so it starts at 1:59 on this screenshot. 2 missed calls at 1:59, 2:02, 2:13, 2:17, 2:17 again, 2:17 again, 2:25, 25, 26, 28, over and over again. If I blocked his number, it was a no caller ID because he would star 67 it. There was no escaping it.
She approached you to talk about how people on Grindr said that you were part
Well,
of
I
that
could
situation.
like if I sent people pictures and stuff, you never know. It could have been people I talked to before. Whenever we were open, she said I
That
could
was
talk to people.
before.
No, it was during. And it was during our entire 2-year relationship for him as well.
Well, I can't help you, man. Get you another lawyer. I thought I was trying to argue your case, but she got too much evidence.
Defendant Emily Church and her boyfriend Gavin Smith were in a polyamorous relationship with the plaintiff. But Emily claims the plaintiff was arrested after he assaulted her.
He really loved you, ma'am, and wanted to get back. With all this calling, I'm gonna have to order that you take him back.
I'm sorry, but you can send me to jail.
We gotta do something. What we gonna do?
I'm taking him back.
Why?
He's crazy.
Not. He's changed. Throw your right hand up.
Absolutely not.
You swear to be right from now on?
Yes.
And the man that swore before man and God.
He has swore to man in front of God and on his children that he would stop.
But not with a Bible standing up.
That don't make no difference.
Yes, it does. to him.
Absolutely not.
Oh, right. I tried, sir. But this is a lot of calling. What do you have to say to this? This is a lot of calling in wee hours of the morning.
She would call me in the like weird hours of nights all the time. Like I would get calls at 4 o'clock in the morning. No caller ID.
I don't know what I'm thinking about. Y'all young. Y'all getting high and staying up all night, freaking off everything. Talking about somebody call you at 2
Or going to a
Talking
bar.
about somebody call you at 2 in the morning. Like that's a violation. You know what you're doing. So, what else? What other evidence of harassment?
This is when I had actually went through Verizon and blocked his number. He made a Text Now account pretended to be his own girlfriend, who was a lawyer, apparently. First she was from Harvard, then she was from Yale, but she had a Yarvard law degree. Basically going, oh, I can get you
Why
in
is she
trouble for
doing this? I mean, this isn't smart. I guess he's trying to discourage you from leaving.
I
Then
guess.
you're not going to get any money. He won't have to pay you any spousal support. Parents shall at all times keep each other advised. All communications concerning a child shall be conducted between the parents. So she's giving you the parameters of a separation or divorce or what.
I suppose so. It was.
All right. And if that's all you have, ma'am, you need more than that to get $5,000 worth of harassment.
No, I just want him to leave me alone.
Sir, calling that number of times late, wee hours in the morning. And I'm going to give her $500 for that. And I'm going to give you $3,000 for the items. All right. Have a good day. That's my judgment, guys.
You and you.
Yeah, good luck to you, and I hope your next boyfriend is better than I was.